Good morning, Callie.
Good morning.
How was your holiday?
Good.
Christmas?
It was nice.
What'd you get?
Money.
Nice.
I got a calendar
Sweet.
with some cool cat on it from Instagram, and some house slippers and a cat puzzle. And my dad bought me 30 bandanas off of Amazon.
So, Callie's good on bandanas now?
I was like, Dad, don't you know people like send me these?
Yeah.
I have like 50 at home. He's like, well, 30 more won't work.
Hey, you wanna see something crazy?
Yeah.
Alright, check this out. So on the way here, there was this truck. Watch the back of it. Isn't that nuts?
What happened?
I guess he didn't have things tied down and like flew out the back of the truck.
Bro, tie your stuff down.
Right?
Put you a little red flag on it like you're supposed to.
Florida highways are crazy.
Irresponsible.
Right?
Someone could die.
Yeah, tell
Tie
him,
your
Dave.
stuff down.
Allie called the highway patrol number.
Yeah, I
just so they knew.
called Florida Highway Patrol to report it so that they'll send somebody out and help them clean it up because the truck was pulling over to the side. So if you call whenever you see something like that happen, they will send somebody out like immediately to help that person clean it up. But somebody could absolutely die. It was very scary.
Crazy way to start the day.
Yeah.
So video idea for today that I think we're gonna do is I want to talk about our 2021 goals. And what I thought would be cool is if I sit down and write down 10 goals for 2021, and Allie sits down and writes out 10 goals for 2021, and then we can get together and like compare. We'll do it separately and then come together and compare. Not just business goals, but personal goals, and they can be as specific
Ryan
or
already
as...
told me one of his goals though.
I did.
For comparing.
But
This is weird.
let me write them down, and then we can go back and forth and tell the people.
Okay. What if I don't have 10 goals because, 2020 is just like...
Well, you should have a lot of goals for 2021 then. Goal number 1, don't be 2020.
Oh my God. Don't be 2020 self.
Yeah, exactly. So no stipulations, but let's do that. We'll both sit down, write out 10 goals, and then come together and compare.
Okay. Can one of my goals just be punching you in the face every day?
Can be, but...
That's a hard goal to reach. Ow.
How's it going? Do you have your list
You
done?
told me that
How
I
many
had
are
to
you
do
at?
this today.
How many are you at?
It's a lot of pressure.
I got
I'm
my 10.
telling
10.
potentially 10,000 people my
10,000.
list.
Try 160,000.
Okay, not all those people care.
You don't know,
about
this video might go viral.
Damn it. This video is not going viral. I'm gonna call that.
Guys, make this video go viral.
No, don't.
Share it.
Don't. I'll be so bitter about that. No, it's not gonna go viral. It's not that interesting.
Wow.
Just listening to our goals? That's
I mean,
not interesting.
I think that's pretty interesting. We're very interesting people.
I mean, some people might be intrigued by it, but I don't think it's...
I'd watch it.
Okay.
Here we go.
1 for 1?
Yeah, might as well just go 1 for 1. Callie's gonna be working in the background, so if you hear Callie noises, it's because
She has to work.
she's working. So, thanks, Callie. Appreciate you.
Got bills to pay, mouths to feed.
True. All right, you go first.
Oh, okay. Be better at communication.
Okay.
Because I know that if something's bothering me, I sometimes won't mention it. And so I want to talk about it that day or by the end of the day and not go to bed with it on my mind. Because I think that you deserve that. If I'm annoyed by something, I should talk to you about it. And you should never go to bed annoyed.
That's a good goal.
I think that's really important for most people's lives too, though. Yeah.
Sweet.
So that I'm not in a bad mood and then you're in a bad mood because I'm in a bad mood. And this year I know that's happened a couple of times.
Right.
Or I've been annoyed by something and then you were annoyed by me being annoyed. And then we just weren't nice to each other that day and
Right.
realized we should have just talked about it. So I shouldn't be afraid to talk to you about it.
I think we usually communicate pretty well.
Yeah.
But you're just saying you want to communicate better. Zero wanted to be in the video.
You should just
Hey.
leave her on the table for the whole video.
All right, so your goal number 1 was communicate better.
Yes, communicate better.
So my first goal is more of like a personal one for me, and it's lose 30 pounds in a healthy way. So not just like,
Quick
water
job.
weight.
Yeah.
So I went back, and earlier in the year, I looked at the first half of 2020. I actually was fairly healthy. I mean, I try to stay pretty healthy. I kind of just let myself go in the second half of 2020.
We did the cleanse in the beginning of 2020.
Yeah,
You
true.
remember that? Yeah. So we did the all meat thing to do like an elimination diet, figure out what foods are working and not working for us. And we were at, I think, our lightest we've ever been in June from like the last 5-6 years.
Actually, July 4th, I posted a picture of us at that pool party that we went to, and July 4th was my personal like best weight. I was 175 pounds, and now I'm just over 200 pounds. So that's why I want to lose 30 pounds to get back down to there.
And when Ryan is eating healthy, I'm eating healthy because I eat what Ryan eats because I don't cook. So I didn't have to put that as a goal because it will happen
That's true.
when Ryan's making healthy food.
I mean, but it's not just about food, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I'm starting to run again every day. I was running every single day back then. So I'm going
Yeah.
to start running at least a few times a week, working out, exercising again, along with eating better. But it's a lot of people's like first of the year goals is to go get healthy. So, you know.
Because the holidays are really, it's rough. Like, you gain weight.
True.
There's a lot of pie.
Sure.
And mac and cheese.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my first goal. All right, number 2.
Number 2. I want to focus, I have to read this because it's kind of long.
Oh,
so
yeah,
don't
okay.
mind me looking down to read my goals, guys. Apologies.
I'm going to listen.
Focus on me and us. So I want to treat ourselves to nice self-care activities such as like facials, pedicures, and massages at least once a month because we work hard and we deserve to treat ourselves. And that's something that my family never did whenever we were growing up. It wasn't like, oh, make sure you do nice things for yourself, like get your hair done, get your nails done, get massages or pedicures and facials and stuff. Like that was never a thing in my family because we didn't have money to do stuff like that for the most part. So I really want to treat ourselves to things that we like. Like I want to get pedicures once a month and I definitely want to get a facial once a month. So I think that if we make that a goal this year, we can accomplish it.
So a treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Okay. So your number 2 again was focus
Treat
on
yourself.
treat yourself. Okay, cool. My number 2 is help Allie build Allie Crafts channel. So part of what we want to do in 2021 is build a secondary YouTube channel. I mean, Allie already has her YouTube channel, but she said she wanted to focus more on it in 2021. And one of my goals is going to be to kind of help you do that because YouTube is primarily my thing. We do it together, like we make the videos together, but I handle everything else. I do all the, Callie helps with editing sometimes, but I do most of the editing. I do all the keyword tagging, I do all the titles, all the thumbnails, all the marketing. So I got to teach you and help you do that on your own channel.
That's one of my goals, but it wasn't my number 3.
That was number 2.
I know, but I mean, mine's like further down my list. They're
Yeah.
not in any particular order of
No.
importance for me.
No, me
They're
either.
just as I was thinking.
Gotcha.
It led me into other ones.
Yeah.
So
And the other thing really quick on the YouTube channels as well is that could also become another source of income too. It will be once we get it to a good point.
eventually, it's gonna take a hot minute, but it will maybe.
Go
get
subscribe to
there.
Allie Crafts.
Nice. It's coming. I have a video that I just need to edit.
True.
It's just sitting on a memory card.
So what is your number 3?
My number 3 is take more time to do the things I love and stop focusing so much on the little things at home, like the cleaning and my OCD, and
That's a good goal.
craft more.
That
Yeah.
fits into mine. My number 2.
Yeah, I need to focus on doing stuff I love and stop obsessing over the things that really, they matter, but not that much.
Yeah.
They need to be lower on my priority list because I
agree.
have a problem with the OCD, so I need to really, Callie right now is trying not to be noisy. Oh my God, just get this. Best
That was good.
employee ever.
So yeah, I agree with that. Like Allie does obsess about things that, I don't obsess about things like that at all.
Or care
Or
at all.
care at all. And I think that a mixture of the ways of looking at things like that is good, Allie is super OCD about certain things, and
lot of things.
I don't care at all. So yeah, I think that's good. I mean, it's good that you can recognize that. Like I recognize that I'm dirty with certain things, like leaving dishes and leaving my laundry around sometimes. And you obviously are able to recognize that maybe it's not that healthy for you to be so bothered by small things.
Right, and so I've dedicated safe zones for Ryan. His side of the bed, as long as I can't see it, can be messy as he wants it to be. And then next to the chaise, he can leave whatever he wants on that little table.
Let me just clarify.
high
She's
up
never
as he wants.
she's never said that to me. So those safe zones are in her own head. She doesn't police where I can leave stuff.
Well, I told you on that little table, you leave as much as you want. That's your little table.
Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me have a tiny table in the house.
Well, to leave mess on there. So, like, if you leave a dirty dish on there for a week, it's your little table.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, obviously, but, it's good. I'm glad that's on your list.
Yes.
My number 3 is travel to 4 new cities in the U.S. and out of the country at least one time. So I want to travel and go explore 4 new cities that we've never been to in America, and then spend, I don't know how long, but probably at least a couple weeks outside of the U.S. next year, 2021.
I'm going to read my goals out of the order I wrote them in because they actually match up with yours pretty well.
Oh, good.
So I'm going to jump ahead and, I'm going to
What number?
put that there.
That was number 3 for me.
3
so
for you.
we're on the 3rd goal
Yeah.
out of 10. But
Yeah, and so I put plan a few fun trips, international and national,
nice.
COVID permitting.
That's cool.
Yes.
Nice.
So I didn't
That's
put a
same
number
thing.
on the trips, but a few means more than 2. So that's 3 or more.
Yeah.
Ryan taught me that.
A couple isn't 5.
A couple is 2 and a few is more than 2.
I say a couple is 2, a few is like 3 or 4, and then a handful is 5 plus.
Right.
'Cause
So
you're
we
at
need to
5.
be on the same page for communication. So I've abided by these Ryan regulations on how to use a few, couple, and a handful.
I only put a number on that because I know that if I have a goal to actually hit a number of times, then I won't allow myself to sit home and be complacent.
So it's like once a quarter.
Once a quarter, and even if
twice in summer.
even if there's things that we have to do to travel, I still want it to be a priority. I don't want another 2020 type year where we just don't travel for the whole year. Even if there's restrictions, we'll do what needs to be done, take the precautions that need to be done so that we can travel, because that's really, really important to me.
Yeah.
It's something that gives me mental health, is being able to
true.
know that I'm not strapped down to one location. So
Yeah. So next year, definitely want to do the Bourbon Trail nationally.
That'd be cool.
That's something that we really want to do, and we're 100% booking. Maybe in the beginning of the year, we can even go skiing if we have a friend who's
That'd be
skiing,
cool.
and we can pop on a ski trip. So that's 2 national trips, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So that was number 3, and then was that your number 3 too, or was that number 4 for you?
that was the number 4 for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna do number 4 then too. So my number 4 is focus on Ralli Roots YouTube channel. So first I said my number 2 was help Allie. I guess they're not in order, but help Allie build Allie Crafts. But I also do still want to put some more time and effort into this YouTube channel, into the Ralli Roots YouTube channel. And I put a goal of gaining 100,000 new subscribers in 2021. So that would take us from 164,000 to 264,000.
Oh.
It's definitely the most subscribers we've ever gained in a year, but I think that if I do the right thing and structure the videos the right way and provide good, entertaining content, put some more time and effort into,
That's
doing the right videos,
Wow.
I think we can reach that for sure.
wow. That's quite the goal.
Yep. So that's number 4.
And I'll be focused on editing, so we're probably going to have a lot of days where we don't do anything together, any us stuff, because I'm just going to be filming and editing, and you're just going to be editing.
Sure.
So we're going to have a lot of days where we're just working and hustling.
That is something, though, I wanted to talk to Callie about next year, Callie. I can do it. Callie can help us edit videos, me and Allie's channel as well. She can definitely get on
Yeah.
that.
Well, I'll need a second perspective, too, because whenever it comes to crafting, I might think something's easy, and Callie thinks, oh, no, somebody needs to see that in detail. So
True.
it'll definitely be really good for those videos
Yeah.
to have a second opinion before.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good for you to do that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that was number 4, and now you're on number 5.
Yes. Spend more time with my grandparents.
Oh, nice. I like that
I
one.
want to see them more.
Yeah. You know what's
Specifically
funny?
them.
I
my
will skip ahead to number 7 number 7 on my list is spend more time with my parents.
Nice.
So, I mean, I think that, we're 32 years old now, and as we get older, we see people in our lives getting older, and we're like, we need to spend more time with these people because...
Scary.
Yeah, and we value, your grandparents for sure, because they're definitely getting up in age. My grandparents are already gone, or except for my grandma.
My
mom's
grandfather
mom,
was born in 36, and my grandmother was born in 37.
Yeah,
they're in
old.
their mid-80s.
They're older people.
They're old now.
They're also not like super duper healthy.
They never really worked out. They never ate a bunch of super healthy foods. I mean, a lot of microwaved and canned vegetables, which it's okay, but now it's showing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good goal. I mean, spending more time with people that you love, I think is a good goal. And my parents live across the state. They live 2 hours away from us, so I hardly ever get to see them. At least like Allie's grandparents only live 25 minutes away from us, so you actually do get to see them quite often. And that goal you could easily hit by seeing them more. It's very easy to drive over there. Me, it's like a whole planned thing. It's like going away for a whole day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I only see my parents like hardly even once a month. So yeah, that's a goal that I would like to do. See them more. What's number 6 for you?
Did I already talk about my YouTube channel?
No.
Because you talked about it. So let me talk about that.
Okay.
I want to dedicate myself to my own YouTube channel this year. And I know it's going to take away from us, but I want to do what I love, which is crafting. So I want to film, edit, and post at least one video minimum a week. And then whenever I get in the groove of things and I get better at it, I want to start to do 2 to 3 videos a week.
52 videos next year then.
Yeah, so that's a minimum.
It's a lot of crafting.
And I know that it's going to bring so much gratification to myself because when I craft, I feel, you get like the endorphin rush from doing something that makes you happy. Crafting gives me endorphins so that I know mentally I'll be healthier and better off when I am crafting.
And I agree with that. I notice a change in you when you do get to let out that creative energy. It does make you a better person, in my opinion. You're not as like edgy, on edge.
Yeah,
You're
which
definitely
would be better for our relationship too.
Yeah.
But also, it's about me. It's about me.
So that was that one. My next one after YouTube, my next one is I don't know what the amount is, so I put X amount of dollars into the ranch property to get it where we want it. So, which is where we are now. We're in our warehouse, but we bought this property and it's been good so far. We've done some stuff to it, but we haven't really sat down and said, this is what we want to do with the property. This is how much money it's going to take to get us to that point, and let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
We've kind of just been like coasting. Like it's a good spot. It does what we need it to do for our business, but there's so much more that we can do with this property. So that's a goal of mine. We need to sit down, come up with a budget, and put that money to work for this property.
Yeah, we also need to decide now that we've been here for a whole year.
Yeah.
What we want with the property, because that's changed. Like we thought we wanted to enclose this whole front area, make it like a screened-in porch, and totally glad we didn't do that.
Yeah, me too.
Because I do not want that any longer. I mean, I have way different ideas, so I'm really happy that we waited to figure out what we want to do with it, and we've lived with it, and we might even change our business model up a little bit next year. We talked about that, so that's going to change this. So we need to make sure that this is still convertible with whatever we do, which if we had done the screen, for example, not convertible at all. Yeah, so we need to get on the same page and figure out like a game plan for the year and then for the property. So that's going to be a lot, right? We have to figure out what we want to do with our lives in the property and then what we want to do to the property.
But I mean, that's, we have all next year to figure that out. So
yeah, we have a lot of time.
What's your next goal?
I don't know if I said this one yet, but work on my individuality. Did I talk about that? No?
No, you just talked about your YouTube channel.
So which this was going to lead into the YouTube channel, but you said that, so I want to say this. But,
I got you.
So I just always go with the flow, and do whatever's going on in our lives, but I don't make my own time to do my own things, really, that I love to do. So I just, for example, the craft channel, or if I want to spend a day with a friend, I want to work on like myself and making myself a better person instead of just like, whatever happens, happens. I actually go out of my way. Yeah.
Okay.
Work on my own self, I guess. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because it's us, but like you were saying, I mean, when I have my own YouTube channel, like I'll have my own little thing because you have your vintage t-shirts. Like that's
I
all
see.
you.
I gotcha.
And I need something that's all me.
I gotcha. Okay.
So, because I think that makes people healthier whenever you have something that's uniquely yourself.
Yeah.
Instead of just always being a pair.
Yeah.
And like your t-shirts are amazing and you're doing great and you're killing it. And so I should do great at my crafts and kill that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. That actually alleviates pressure on me to include you in things that I know that you don't like to do too. So.
Right. Yeah. And then you have time to do things that you want to do that you know I have no interest in doing.
Yeah.
And then you might not do it because you're like, well, Allie has to do everything with me. Like,
Yeah, because I mean that
joined at the hip.
I feel like
right?
that shows too. Like, and it should be separate. Like if you told me to do a craft, you would be able to tell on the video that I hated what I was doing.
But how amazing would that video be for
No.
everyone to watch?
No, not gonna happen.
Ryan trying to craft.
So yeah, I'm saying I think it shows when you don't like what you're doing. It'll show for sure.
Yeah.
So.
And then that'll give you the opportunity when I have my own thing to do something that's special and uniquely yourself. Yeah.
Sure.
And like excel at it.
But then still have that, that.
There's still us.
Yeah.
Everything is still us. It's hard to do like our own individual things because we do so much us stuff. And we'll never stop doing us things because we love them and we have such a great time doing them and it brings us closer. It's cool to like hang out with your best friend all day. Like, we're still gonna.
That's what I was saying. Crossover.
Oh yeah.
Like if we're both garage sailing and you're looking for craft stuff and I'm looking for resale stuff, sometimes maybe I'll find some craft stuff for you and you'll find some resale stuff and there'll be a good crossover, I think, with our channels for sure.
There's so much crossover just with our lives too.
With our lives,
Yeah. But that's
Okay.
what makes a good balance.
That's good. Speaking of, my next goal for 2021 is focus on my relationship with Allie.
Oh.
Just in general. I mean, I'm not going to go into anything in particular, but I think that in 2020, I'll just be open with everybody and say that there's been points where our relationship has been strained in, certain aspects. Nothing crazy. I think
2020
that
is lame, guys.
it's just been stressful. There's been stresses on our relationship that 2020 kind of caused, I think. But
Well, for example, I get energized from hanging out with a lot of people and I need lots of friends and I'm like chatty and that's what I love. I love being social and Ryan's more
I can do it, but I need a break.
conservative. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
so
can do it, but I need a break, especially around like Allie's family. Allie has a very
loud. No, well, they're not loud.
they're loving, overly loving.
Yeah. Yeah. If my mom offers you a cookie when you come to the house and you're like, oh no, thank you, she will continue to offer you cookies and brownies and like snacks and treats until you say, oh, okay, I would love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like I love Allie's family. I'm super happy that they're in my life, but every one day that I spend around your family, I need like
decompress.
2 days to decompress. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And every one day I spend with your family, I need to spend like 3 days with my friends because it's so quiet and just chill.
Yeah.
Like if we go to their house, it's just like hanging and really mellow. So I need to do things for the energy.
Yeah.
Like I need it.
And I mean, I think that's one thing that obviously we knew that about each other already. We've been together for 11 years. How long have we been together? 12 years. We've been married for 7 years, but we've been together for 12 years. So there's a lot that we know about each other already, but 2020 kind of like showed us some things about each other that we didn't really,
Focus on.
Focus
really.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't expect Ryan to fulfill all of my friends' needs and whims and
Exactly.
wishes because he can't do that. He's just one person and he doesn't want to craft with me, right? So.
No. Yeah, so okay, that's cool. Yeah, but again, so that my goal was to focus on my relationship with Allie, meaning that we can do that. We can spend more time with other people and still come together and spend time on ourselves and be happy with each other and what we're doing together.
We're going to be hustling really hard next year as well. So we're going to have to go out of our way to plan a date and make the time to do things together, which
I think that's good.
we'll make sure that it happens instead of us sitting around having nothing to do. We'll actually be able to say, we have this day, let's plan something for that day, which will be nice.
Yeah.
Even if we just do a Netflix and chill day,
Ooh.
Oh, hey.
So what's next for you?
Do fun activities with Ryan.
Ooh,
It's so funny that we wrote basically the same things in different
that's
ways.
funny. Yeah.
So, for example, take a pottery class or do other random things where we sit down together and plan fun activities and or experiences together. Not just like, hey, did you find something? Hey, not expecting the other person to find something and book it. Like sit down together, look for things, find things, plan the things together so we're on the same page. It's not like, oh, well, that didn't work for you. Oh, let me call the company back and change it kind of a situation. So I want to do one thing a month, which might not happen, but I think we can manage to do one thing a month. And even something fun activity like take a class.
Yeah.
You know, just
That sounds fun.
Just find things. I don't know what. Maybe people can send us fun, cool ideas. Of things
Mountain
together,
climbing.
But yeah, we can go mountain climbing for sure. But that pottery class, I booked it and then COVID happened. So we still have yet to do that. So I get to roll that over into next year.
Shark diving.
Sure. Yeah, that's perfect. But let's book new experiences together. One a month. Find them. And plan them.
Skydiving into scuba diving.
Play with baby tigers.
Scuba skydiving.
Scuba diving.
Sky scuba.
Sky scuba.
Yeah.
Sky to scuba.
Those are all
like
options.
farm to table, sky to scuba.
I like that one. It's a good one.
Right?
Yeah. All right. So my next one is we've talked about. You know what's funny about this is our business did really well in 2020. So not a lot of these goals are business related because I think that, you know, they're kind of different, like obviously the YouTube channels and stuff, but our business, I think if we go into 2021 and it maintains, we'll be perfectly happy.
Well, that was all you. You rolled with the punches. As soon as you saw an opportunity, you took it. Like, you knew that all of the vintage t-shirts, people weren't going to be selling them at markets, but they needed to buy as many as they were buying or their suppliers would go to new sources. So you started buying all the vintage t-shirts from people who had to move them or else they would lose their suppliers.
Yeah.
So that was actually a really cool thing because we have the capability to move that many.
So like financially, the business has done better than it's ever done. So most of our goals are more personal related.
We've been very lucky and fortunate. Very, very lucky.
But some of these, my last 3 goals are more business oriented. So my next one is get most of our free cash invested.
Ooh, I like that.
So, and I think we can knock that one out fairly quickly. We talked to, shout out Nikki. What's Nikki's channel name?
She Talks Finance.
She Talks Finance.
And she did the school, passed the test.
She's a
licensed?
certified financial planner.
Certified.
CFP.
She's a CFP.
But yeah, so she helped us out. She actually looked at our entire finances when we were in Texas, and she kind of broke it down and helped us decide where to put money. So that should be an easy one to knock out. We're going to open up like a solo 401k and make sure that gets funded and do things that's good for our future too. Because again, we're 32 years old. It's time for us now. We have retirement accounts already, but it's time for us now to start focusing on making sure that we're preparing for our futures too.
And her husband are very successful entrepreneurs. So she specializes in entrepreneurs and how to best plan with your money if you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Not just like, I have this job and I make this. Like she specializes in what we do because that's what she does. And she's, done her own money.
She was super helpful.
Planned her own money.
So that's that goal. What's your next one? I think I have 2 left.
I guess I'll go with a business one. Plan more meetups, COVID permitting. So maybe 2 local meetups. And then whenever we travel nationally.
4 times nationally at least.
4 times nationally at least, have meetups all 4 of those locations.
Yeah.
No matter where they are. Even if 5 people come, it doesn't matter. We will have, that's a crowd. Five's a handful.
Yeah. That's actually, that would be a cool comment for you guys. Let us know where we should travel to, because that'll give us
cool places and things to do, obviously.
And where you are, like if you want us to come do a meetup in your area, leave a comment on this video and let us know like what city to come to, and maybe if there was like enough people saying come to this area, then we can schedule a meetup in that area.
Ooh.
Again, obviously things permitted, but
yeah, try to pick major cities.
Yeah. But yeah, I like that one. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, whenever we went to visit my brother, people drove from like 1 to 2. Some people drove 3 hours because they were like, you'll never come to my area, but you were close enough for me to drive. So they just drove over and we all hung out. I mean, there were a bunch of people there. We had such a good time.
The meetups are fun. It's more about like just hanging out with everybody and networking. Mm-hmm. And I think in 2021, once things settle down, I think that's going to be super important, going back and, interacting face to face with people instead of through Zoom calls.
Spend some time with the community, because that's really what it's
Yeah.
about. It's about the community.
True. That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more for me. So this is an interesting one because, again, going back into our business side of things, there's things in 2020 that I really liked doing in business, and there's things that, and this is more of a personal goal, but there's things that I really didn't like doing in business. So my goal number 9 is scale back certain areas of our business. So in certain areas, I just, again, we're lucky we're in a financial position where it's like, if we don't want to do something in the business, we don't have to do it. Even if that portion of the business, this isn't what it is, but let's say, for example, I hate doing wholesale. Even though the wholesale business makes us a decent amount of money, if I'm just like, I'm done with it, it doesn't provide me any value, I don't like doing it, it drives me crazy. If I don't want to do it anymore and that portion of the business income gets completely cut out, we're still fine. Callie still has a job, we still make money, our bills are still paid. So because we're in that situation, it doesn't make sense, and that's why this is good, because it doesn't make sense for me to go, I'm just going to keep doing this just to make money. That doesn't make sense. So I would rather focus on the things that I like to do. So that's a big goal for me. Yeah.
Good. Am I on my last one?
I think you're on the last one.
I think I am too.
Let's make sure. Yeah, I'm on my last one, so.
All right. Well, I think my last one is pretty awesome.
Okay.
So I want to host game days or brunches or hangout sessions with friends at our house. Obviously, COVID permitting. Again, I'll say it because I don't want someone in the comments to leave something ignorant in there. So obviously, we're going to be safe. So I want to have friends over, invite the family over, just for good times, games. At our roots households, we can do Xbox, board games, just regular games.
We might need
Switch
a bigger
games.
house.
We could just need
Did you
to
put
have
that on your
friends
list?
over.
Get a bigger house?
Maybe a bigger house.
We have a small house.
Yeah, but it'll be great.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Okay. That's a good one, though. We do have a warehouse.
We have this warehouse.
We could just put the kitchen in here and host it here, I guess.
Yeah, and just do games here.
And then my last goal for 2021 that I put on here is help 500 people make an extra $500 a month. One thing that I've learned after we've done mentoring, we've worked with people, we've worked with over 1,000 people doing mentoring with. And one thing that I've learned from doing that is $500 a month extra is actually life-changing to a lot of people. So my goal isn't to teach people, even though it's like part of what we do, but my goal isn't to teach people how to become the next reselling millionaires, because I don't think that that's right for most people. I think for most people in America, especially after going through this pandemic in 2020 and not having extra income or maybe losing some income, I think
Or their jobs completely.
Yeah, or not having like the unemployment money coming in. I think that
There's a Callie.
I think that for most people, an extra $500 a month will drastically change the way that they live. So that's my goal for 2021. Find 500 people, whether it's through YouTube or through our mentoring or however it is. Find 500 people and teach them how to make an extra $500 a month.
Nice.
I'll be number 1. I'm going to deliver the packages.
Oh, thanks, Callie.
Thank you,
Bye.
Callie.
Appreciate it. Hey, Callie, give us one of your goals really quick before you leave. Give us one of your goals for 2021.
Can you see that?
Nice. Callie has a
So,
really nice rower at
I
her
was about to
house.
say, I bought a rowing machine 2 years ago with my Christmas
Wow.
bonus from them,
That was a
and I'm
lot.
going to finally use it.
I like that.
It'll be good for your back too. Callie has a sore back oftentimes, so I know it'll be really like a safe exercise because you got to be safe when you're working out, right? So it'll be nice and
Yeah.
safe.
I'm going to be losing 30 pounds, so if you want to hold each other accountable, we could do that.
I'm down.
I'll just lose
You
the
can
weight
help
when
me bring
Ryan
the rower
loses.
up here, and then we can have fitness YouTube classes.
Wait, can we really bring the rower here?
Yeah, bring it here. You can have
I'm ready.
a rower here and a pickleball courts, and we should be good.
Yes.
Nice.
And the Oculus.
Was that your last one?
Yes.
Yeah, we're good.
Yes, it was.
So there you go, guys. Those are 10 of our. It's not every goal that we want to accomplish, but it's 10 goals that
That's
I
it.
think.
That's all my goals.
Is it?
I have
Nice.
no other goals.
Okay. There's definitely other stuff I want to do, but these are really important. 10 really important goals, I think, for me.
This is really all
For
I want to do
2021.
at all. In fact, I don't even have to do all of them. I would be fine with 7.
If you guys would like to share some of your goals for 2021, please leave a comment on this video. We'd love to hear from you. And join us for the journey. This next year is going to be exciting. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. One thing that we've done, I think, fairly well is be as open as we possibly can with the ups and downs and everything in our lives, personal and business. You guys we're pretty much an open book. You guys know most things about us. So hopefully you enjoy that and subscribe to the channel, join the community. Yeah. But we do love you guys. Hopefully 2021 is a better year all around for everybody.
It's definitely going to be a better year. And also, my number one goal, guys, just remember that. That's why we are successful at what we do in life with one another, is because of communication. So if communication isn't one of your goals, you should probably make it one.
We can always be better at communicating, for sure.
It's really the best.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Ryan Roots.
I'm Ali Roots.
And together we are
Ralli Roots. No punches in the face this time.
This is probably going to be the last video that we put out of 2020. So we will see you in 2021.
Yeah.
Peace.
Chicken grease.